Yeah.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy
Happy Easter
Happy
to you.
Easter.
The camera's over there today.
Whoa. Why? Okay. Cool.
Just is.
Okay.
Because it's just the two of us. I thought it'd be a
No.
better angle.
Yeah.
It's always looking at the back of my head. So at least like kind of the side of my head.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
What does Easter really mean for you?
Yeah.
I can't speak for everybody else.
Time to betray somebody.
Betray someone?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The tradition of Easter.
Okay, continue.
You know,
Mm.
like the tradition of Easter.
Oh. Yeah. I know. I like Easter.
You do like it?
This is the first Easter I haven't devoured all the Cadbury eggs that are around me because I
Okay.
realize Cadbury eggs attack us on different holidays, not just Easter. So now I see Cadbury eggs.
What do you mean?
Like there's fall Cadbury eggs, there's winter Cadbury eggs.
They're like, we don't sell enough in Easter. We need to find a way. People love these at Easter. We got to figure out a way to sell them all the time.
Exactly, which is great. But now it's like Easter have Cadbury eggs. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
All good.
I'm good. I don't need it.
Good for you.
I have a problem. Actually, I conquered the problem.
Good for you.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Well, today there's a whole bunch of
What's going on today?
I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on today.
I figured people would be closed today.
Yeah, no, everybody's open because everybody wants to go out.
It is.
Everybody wants to go have brunch and stuff. So I heard that the Burnt Rose is sold out.
Oh, nice.
All the seats, but there is still room at the bar. So if you want to go have some brunch, it's like ordering off the menu. I know we've talked about it before.
It would be a good place for a first date.
For sure.
Yeah.
Maybe not on Easter.
Easter's, yeah. People who don't, not everyone celebrates Easter.
Easter's a weird day to have a first date.
No, it's not.
Holidays, you gotta like
look. If
you gotta not have a holiday first date.
If I didn't have a child, I would not acknowledge Easter.
Here we are. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. See. And you're not available, so I mean, it's cool.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, Easter would be good brunches. So there's brunches like everywhere. So it's at Burnt Rose.
All the brunches are sold out. All the brunches in town are sold out. So, but you can, like I said, you can get a seat at the bar at the Burnt Rose.
Cool.
So that's an option. The Laurentide later is doing a
what are they doing?
They're doing a beer chip hunt.
Oh my God, that sounds awesome.
So they've got beer chips hidden throughout the brewery. And
that's when Easter's awesome.
If you find one, then you can get a free beer.
I want to wait. Where's the locations that you have to find it? Like on premises, like only in the bar, or
I
like,
don't know.
Oh my God, so many questions.
Yeah, okay. a lot of questions. You're gonna have to go to find out is the answer. If you want to know the answers to these questions, you have to go to the Laurentide.
Like the beer, they won a medal.
Yeah, for the ESB.
Yeah.
It's got multiple awards now.
It seems like it's something we already know this. It's so good.
It is so good.
What I mean, it's like we already know this.
Yep.
Cool. Good. Congrats to them. That's awesome.
Yep. And I'm going to try to participate in those things. I'm going to go get some brunch. And then
you take pictures
of the brunch.
The brunch?
Listen.
I always say, and you always
know I'm not
disappoint
going
me.
to.
I don't know why.
You know I'm not going to do it.
It's not that difficult.
But I just, like, the food gets there, I eat it. Like, I'm hungry right now. And you didn't bring me any coffee, which is okay.
It's from Dunkin' Donuts. You don't like Dunkin' Donuts. Is Amity even open?
Coffee or no coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Like, coffee's better than no coffee.
I apologize.
It's okay.
So
like I
sorry.
said, I could have gotten up a little bit earlier and got my own coffee. But I was busy trying to get this set up because I wanted to make sure.
Or you could have communicated to me, like, "Hey, are you bringing coffee?" Like, it's two ways.
Check your text messages.
I don't
check them.
I don't check.
Check
my
it.
Messages.
Check your messages.
There's so many things going
like
on.
Like right immediately after you texted me. Check that one.
Nope. It says reminder that next week is Easter.
Yeah. Check the other.
What other one? I don't have another one.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
The group message. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I don't think you sent it.
I'm gonna show you.
Oh my God, maybe something's going on with my.
Yeah, see right there. I said, "Are you getting coffee?" You said, "Be there in a few minutes." I said, "Are you getting coffee?"
I don't know what's going on.
And then you said, "Here we," which I don't know what that even means.
No, it says, "Okay, be there in a few minutes. I mean, I'm here. That's what's supposed to say. I don't have that on my phone. I'm
Oh,
telling
well,
you.
so anyway, so
Okay.
we're both, I sent
Right
it
and
and
wrong.
you didn't get it.
I really
Okay,
didn't get
so
it.
I get it.
Okay.
That's okay. Um,
It's fine.
so the other thing I'm gonna do today, since I have time,
What's up?
is I'm gonna go around on the outlet trail
Oh,
and I'm gonna hang these up.
audio tour
Yeah, so if you are looking for something to do,
today.
yeah, you need to give me a couple hours at least. All right, but
Oh, because you need to eat.
I need to eat and then I need to go actually have time to hang these. And there's a whole bunch of them. And some of them are in spots that are a little bit like some of them are where you can just like get to from the road and some of them are not.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to like go hike in on
Cool.
some of these spots. But what this is a audio tour that we made right here in this very studio. Um, Talking all about the history of the outlet trail, about things you might see there. Kind of a lot of interesting facts.
Can
So
you see how many people have used it so far?
I can. That said, it won't be that many because I haven't actually hung the signs up.
Right, right, right. But you can see how
So,
many people
oh yeah,
can
yeah, I can
tap
track.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I can track how many people
That's
actually listen
cool.
to it. So yeah, it's cool.
Can you
So
see their demographics, or am I asking too many
I can
questions now?
see some demographics. I can see age. I can see sex. I can see
It's a lot.
if they're. I think they'll all say United States.
Right.
If somebody overseas listens to it, I can see that,
Oh,
like what
okay.
country they're in.
Okay. Okay. Because
Can
you can
see
see
those
it.
kinds of
That's
things.
pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I learned about a little bit about the QR code because we did one for my job, and I'm like, oh my god, you can see who, well, not who, but that you can see where it was opened.
Yeah, so there's two different kinds of QR codes is what I learned.
Mm.
So these QR codes are what you call a static QR code, which means that anytime you scan that for the rest of eternity, it'll take you to right the exact same site.
Right.
You can't change it.
No.
You don't get all those analytics that you're talking about.
I love analytics.
Um, if you wanted to be able to do that,
Hmm.
you would do a dynamic QR code. With a dynamic QR code, you get all those stats.
Okay.
Plus, you know, you can make it so that, today it goes to Spotify, tomorrow it goes to the website
Okay.
without having to actually change the QR code itself.
Okay.
So if you had one that you're going to like stamp in concrete, you'd want a dynamic QR code.
Hmm.
Something like this where it's, a little bit simpler.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go with static.
Okay.
If it has to be replaced, it's not as big of a deal.
Okay.
Um,
I just love data like that.
yeah. Well, so I get data because that QR code takes them to Spotify.
Mm,
And Spotify gives me data. So
bingo.
I'm getting the data anyway.
Okay.
I'm just not getting, I don't have the ability to change the QR code unless I actually change it and print a new one.
Beautiful.
So anyway, we got that. It's pretty cool. It's got 18 different spots on the Cuke Outlet Trail
Hmm.
where you can hear about the history, nature, geology,
Oh.
um, all like stories, even some art. There's the most exciting thing in there
Mhm.
is a poem about the outlet trail.
Nice.
And the poem was written by Ralph Seeger. You know about Ralph Seeger?
Whenever you say Ralph Seeger, I think of
Yes.
Bob Seger, and so
Not Bob.
no.
No. So he was
Great.
a poet in
Okay.
Yates County.
Mhm.
He taught at the college.
Mhm.
His poetry is everywhere. It's on that mural about a block away.
Okay.
They've got some excerpts from his poetry. He's got several books that he's published
That's
of
awesome.
poetry. He passed away
Recently,
in 2008.
not recently.
Right. But I was able to rescue a audio recording of him reading his poem about the outlet trail.
Wow, were you wearing a cape when you rescued it?
I
I wish you
I was wearing
were.
a jacket cuz it was really cold down here.
Oh,
And so I was shaking by the end of it. It was so cold.
that's really neat.
Yeah,
But you
but
guys always continue to amaze me on the outlet trail. You continually make it better.
Lots of cool stuff going on.
I keep like I forgot who I was saying this to. Like, man, like back in the day, like I just remember people just dealt drugs and it was just so sketchy. And like look at it now. It's just so awesome. Like, what is it? Like when you go behind Burkett Landing, when you pass Snappers,
Hmm.
you're that little area that was always kind of like shrubbery and there was like just trash. I just realized you guys cleared that
It's
up and
clean.
it's so much better. Portia was mad because she thought we couldn't get down there and the water was higher. And I'm like, oh no, when the water's lower, we can still go down. There's a better path now. Because you guys would go down like and just go down that little hill by the water.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but I just love talking about it when people come visit.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a great place.
Awesome place.
And we get people from all around the world that come, so this will give them another reason to show up and something to do while they're there. It's a lot of people, they go out and they wonder, oh, what is that? What did that used to be? What did it used to do?
Good point.
And so now, you go to Fox's Mill,
Hmm.
you'll see a QR code there and
Hmm.
it'll tell you what that is and what it
Awesome.
used to be.
Love
So
it.
pretty cool.
You guys did, or do you guys continue to do a
Yeah.
good job?
Yeah, lots of exciting stuff. We got a whole bunch of projects coming up.
Ooh,
So
suspenseful.
and I'm
More music.
my time on the board ends tomorrow.
Dun dun dun.
Yes, I have to take a break from the board
What are you gonna do with your
starting
time?
tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe I'll
Oh,
surprise some people. First thing I'm gonna do is a little traveling. So
okay, that sounds like fun.
gonna take some time to
Get out.
commune with nature
It's so nice to get out of here once in a
in
while.
places outside the Finger Lakes,
Take
which the
pictures.
the beautiful, wonderful Finger Lakes, and I'm gonna spend a little bit of time elsewhere. So
Awesome.
yes, there will be lots of pictures of that. Not
Oh,
my
you'll take pictures of that, but not
Probably
food.
not pictures of the food that I eat there.
I'm sure you will.
Probably not. I just hate the idea of taking pictures of food.
I like to take pictures of everything. So it gets to the point where Kevin gets so frustrated. He got so mad at me once. I don't know if I'd already talked about it, where I don't do it in front of him anymore.
You don't take pictures of your food in front of him?
He got really irritated and I just don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I will. Don't you need to go to the bathroom or something so I can take a picture? I don't know. I just overly document things sometimes. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I just, I like to know what it tastes like. You can't really get that from a photo.
so I did take a picture. We went to, what is it, Crooked Lake Distillery on Cuca Lake.
Yes.
And
And you tagged me in it.
I am so irritated how I went with you and Kevin, and I wish I went with women because you guys like ruined it for me. Like
How dare you?
Kevin's like, "Oh, how much is that?" And you're like, "How many calories and sugar does that
I
have?"
did
And
not
I'm like,
say that.
"Yes, you did."
Oh, come on.
And no, you did.
All I said was, wow,
How much sugar?
no, I said, wow, that's a lot of sugar.
It's sugar. The same thing.
Yeah,
And I was
I don't
like,
like the taste of sugar.
I understand, but my body and my
No,
consumption.
I was just trying to pick out what I was gonna drink.
I know, but
And
you
and the whole menu is just sugar
well, sugar sells. But
to some people.
it
Yeah.
was
I just want a good bourbon.
did I don't know what you had because I wasn't paying attention to you. I was paying attention to myself. And
I
it was the
had
Girl Scout cookie flaked.
I had like
Coffee flaked.
I had like a blood orange screwdriver or something.
Anywho, check it out. I think they are doing a fun job over there. They had like an adult Easter egg hunt yesterday. I
Oh, there you
saw.
go.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it
So
seems
pretty.
like people were having fun.
Yeah. Parking's a little tight, but I feel like parking's tight on that side
Parking
of
is
the
insane.
lake.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
We went to Keg and Barrel one Friday for music, and I was like, "What?" The reason why I didn't want to go in the first place because I'm like, parking sucks there.
I went there for trivia and I had to park on the street.
Oh no, trivia hands down, you
Yeah.
won't find parking
Yeah.
there, and super competitive.
Yep.
Do you ever win there?
Get pretty close.
Yeah, so you
Get
don't.
pretty close.
But you win at Laurentide, I see.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Except, yeah, we got second place last week by 5 points.
Oh.
And anyway, I got to have a conversation with some people.
Okay. Well, one of these Tuesdays, I'm hoping to go with you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're invited. I'd
that'll
love
be
that.
so much fun. If anything about Backstreet Boys or NSYNC, I'm gonna be there, you
There
know?
might be, I mean,
You never know.
like once every couple months,
Yes.
there is a boy band question. Seriously.
I think Trivia's does really well. And bingo at Seneca Stag seems to be doing really well too. I see it on social media.
People go crazy for bingo.
Bingo's fun.
It's weird.
It's great.
It's
Something to
it's
do.
weird, but people go crazy for it. I was over at Nappers last night.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
Dave Boyd was playing, which
Debut.
he's great,
Yeah.
and it was packed,
Hmm.
and people were having fun. And apparently, they also hosted a bingo, and
They do on
people
Wednesdays.
love the bingo.
Yeah.
So check out Nappers
Nappers.
Canal Side. Uh,
Uh, It's a it's at the bottom
Nappers
of.
Canal Side.
Oh,
Check
you
out
can't remember
Nappers
the other
Canal Side.
words.
It's long. It's in the building that used to house the Water Street Wine Bar. It's 130 Water Street.
Right next to
You have to go down
down.
by the water. Okay.
Yes.
You're not going to see it from the street. You have to go down the stairs or into the parking lot. It's near the Blue Heron Bakery
Love them.
and the Union Block.
Union Block. So,
And you can see the Cuke Outlet Trail
which is a bonus.
always.
So Union Block had another location in Hammondsport,
Yes.
and they changed it to like a Thai street food.
Thai street food.
Yes, it was like Asian food, so Thai food, I believe.
Okay.
And then I saw on Facebook that they're closing
Oh,
because the owner of
like
the
just
building,
that one, or
just that one, because they still have
Okay.
Union Block and Penny M, which they're going to thrive in, of
sure?
course.
Yeah.
But they did close down, or I think it's closed down now because the owner of the building wants to use it, I think, for retail,
Interesting.
which really bums me out because the times I did go there when it was Union Block and you went downstairs, I have really nice memories there, and I'm gonna miss it, but I've never been down there in such a long time. I haven't been down there in such a long time, but
Yeah.
I also missed out on the food, which bums me out because I love food like that.
There are a lot of great places around.
There's too many.
Yep.
I don't know where to go anymore.
I know. It's hard to, and people are like, "Oh, where's Phil?" It's like, well, I can't go to all of them all the time.
It's hard.
You know,
Well, and it's also
and
everything's expensive too.
everything's so expensive that I just,
Mhm.
I've dialed it back.
You have
Trying to
to.
save up my money for the summer.
That's also a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need it. And for my
Um,
Roth IRA, everybody, Roth IRA.
already know.
Happy Easter, Sean.
Sean,
Say happy Easter to the family for us.
I told you I got my invite for Jesse's wedding, right? I finally got.
Yes. Yes, we
I'm
got.
so nervous. I was like thinking I wasn't going to be invited to this wedding.
We got the round 2 invites.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That marriage is fun.
You love it.
It says Marianne
As long
and
as-
Kevin.
You love it as long as it's somebody you're
Not me.
getting to attend the wedding.
Yeah. Sure, I'll go to your wedding.
I would love to go to your wedding.
Who are you?
Yes.
Is there an Aunt Betty? Because let me sit next to Aunt Betty.
Does any? You know what we should? You know what we should do?
What's that?
We could do a service for people who don't have a lot of friends, or family,
Hmm.
and you know how like a lot of weddings, it's kind of like
Oh, you.
it's like there's more people on one side than the other.
We can be your fill-ins.
So like you need some groom friends. We can be some groom friends.
Absolutely.
We can be we could be Aunt Mary. Aunt Mary.
I was gonna say
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil. I was gonna say more like a college friend.
College friends.
I
We could be college friends.
So many good memories.
Yeah, you got to feed us a couple like 3 stories that we can
go back and forth on.
Build
on.
So that if somebody asks us about a story, we'll be like, "Oh yeah, this happened."
Yeah, we need to know the top things that went well.
And then you'll say the same thing.
Yes.
That's pretty important.
We need to know some couple bad things about you and a lot more greater things about you so we can move forward.
We can make up the story about the bad stuff. We'll make it so it's not that bad.
Dinosaurs are
like,
involved. Oh no. Okay.
Dinosaurs.
Let's throw everything in there.
I don't know. I just think that would be a valuable service. Feed us literally.
Dude, I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
I mean, how how sad are you when you realize that no one's really here to celebrate your success at committing to a relationship? And then your bride's like, "Oh, look at all their
I
friends."
have 100 on my side, and you only have
25.
25.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
We can knock that up a couple for
Like, I'm
you.
not even like, I love you people, but I'm not even sure that I got 25 people that I want to come to my wedding
I
if
don't
I
think
ever get married,
I don't think you do.
which I'm not sure about. It's the government, by the way, has no business in marriage.
Are you saying
It
online
irritates
that
me.
you don't want to get married?
I'm saying the government has no business in marriage. It irritates me.
You can just do like a private ceremony, I guess.
Yeah, you could, except then uh, basically you would not have access to all the benefits. That it's discrimination against single people in this
Oh
country,
man, I'm so single.
against unmarried people. Unmarried people are discriminated against in a variety of ways.
Always. We pay
Always.
more.
Yes.
Always.
So,
It's sad.
anyways,
Sean asked a question.
what is on the menu? What is on the menu? Do you have a menu? Are you having an Easter dinner or something?
So we are going over to Kevin's sister's house, and he's bringing over mashed potatoes. I purchased a key lime pie from Oak Hill. So this is my
Oh.
contribution. I'm really excited
Pie
about that.
without baking.
I'm not doing that. And I believe, I don't really know what's on the menu, but usually it's ham. Like growing up, we always did pierogies and ham and horseradish.
All right.
And we would put it on hard boiled eggs. And my cousin and my
Okay.
uncle, who has passed, they would always go for the super hot ones, strong ones. And it was always fun to see them how they would react. So that was my Easter tradition,
Nice.
which makes me sad we don't really do. I gotta get horseradish, but nobody eats horseradish.
I do. I would love some horseradish.
Do you?
Yeah, it's the shit.
How is Kevin's sauce that he gave you?
Hot. I haven't had that much of it.
Oh,
Because I was sick for a little while
were you
there.
sick?
Yeah, I got sick.
Oh my God, are you okay?
I'm fine.
I got sick too.
Did you get sick?
I got sick.
Oh, it's
I
the
got
worst.
sick a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah,
And it was like I had no energy.
yeah,
And it was like I tested. It wasn't COVID, but I'm like,
yeah.
what the hell
Same.
was that? It was for a few days.
Yeah.
So
I
weird.
think everybody around has had that like bronchitis now.
Oh no.
No, you
That's a lot of
didn't.
coughing, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No.
You didn't have the
No, I didn't get
bronchitis.
that.
Yeah, so I had the bronchitis, and so anyway, I took some of the he made ghost pepper hot sauce, and I had some soup, and I put like a drop in there just to see how it was,
Yeah.
and it was like it was enough, just
Yeah.
like a little dab.
He loves the stuff
Yeah,
like this.
yeah, it's great.
No, it's very, very
It's
good.
I think we should do hot ones. We should do an episode of hot ones, and that should be the final dab. You do an extra dab of that.
He's got Da Bomb as well.
I don't know what that means.
That if you saw Hot Ones, Da Bomb is the second to the last, I believe. And
Oh, okay, okay.
I have a footage of Kevin eating it or consuming it.
Is it Carolina Reaper?
No, it's called Da Bomb. No, oh, you're the meme with the pepper?
What's the pepper?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. But I have footage of him, how his body was reacting to it. And he was like, "You're recording this?" I'm like, "Yes."
What a jerk.
No, it's called Making Memories because whenever I feel bad about myself, I just watch Kevin in that video and it makes me feel so good. Puts me back into the swing of things.
Yeah,
Oh, I love it.
yeah.
So Sean's throwing one of our meat chickens we
Nice.
raised last year
Ooh,
on the
smoked
smoker.
chicken.
That sounds delicious.
I love that. Yeah, they've got the backyard chickens going up there. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Sean, I'm gonna hit up the Burnt Rose Wine Bar has brunch today, so I'm gonna hit that.
Nick invited us.
And then I got a whole bunch of stuff to do, but if I make it home in time, I might make myself a rib roast.
Oh,
just because I've got it. Wow. And then I'll have, leftovers for a couple days.
So yeah. And that's the best, right?
No, it's not.
No,
but
no. Wait, leftovers are not good with
No,
that? Oh, you have
no.
to consume it all that day?
No. I'm not a big fan of leftovers. So
Okay.
anyways.
I am.
Yeah, so that's cool. But
Mhm.
sometimes I'll slice it into steaks instead and just grill steaks instead of doing the whole roast. So I'll decide that later. I'll
Oh,
decide later.
that sounds like fun. We went to the Rusty Pig yesterday. We took the kids.
Was it good?
I always enjoyed it.
Was it
Kevin,
rusty?
the customer service there. This our waiter Emily is just so cool, and she really just she's attentive. She's just fun, and she's just laid back. But I love when we go there, and she's our person. But Kevin asked a good question with all of us. He's like, which would you prefer more, Rusty Pig or Smoking Pete?
Oh,
And I said Smoking Pete. And let me explain
yeah.
why. I had the pork.
They have over 100 bourbons, I
Oh,
believe.
oh, do they?
I believe.
I wonder when they're going to open. I really hope they open soon. I had their pulled pork tacos at Rusty Pig last night. And I just remember the first time I went to Smoking Pete's, and I can't remember which taco it was, but I just remembered I loved every second of it. And I am looking forward to when they decide to open again.
Yeah.
Because I think we're all waiting. It's just
Yeah.
so good there.
Yeah. And the Blue Eagle's going to be opening again.
I've been there
They're
as
hiring.
well.
Everybody's hiring.
Everyone's
if you're
hiring.
looking for a job.
I've actually reached out to a couple places. I want to pick up a second gig.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I know, right? You know what it is? And let me explain myself. I
You like customer service.
I do.
You
I
thrive on
do.
it.
Well, the days where I don't have my daughter, I don't do anything. I go
Yeah.
home or I work out and I go home, and it kind of is putting me in a slight depression
You
because
could call me.
I should.
You can.
I
I'm
will.
telling you, you can.
I just like conversing with people.
Yeah.
And it's so important to me. I don't know why, but it's good to know about me now.
Yeah.
So I reached out to a couple places. They're like, it's kind of early or whatever. I have one place that's like, come on over, but I'm like, you're too far. Like I don't want it to take my whole time getting there.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I just nothing huge, just
Right.
like a few days.
Something fun.
Just something fun for make up some money because
Mhm.
my student loans are not going away. They're kicking in one of these days. I mean, it is what it is. I've already gone through all the emotions of like death. It's how I feel about student loans.
Yeah. Huh.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what your situation is, so I can't really speak to it. But
It's less than 10.
oh,
I'm really close.
burn that shit.
I know. I know.
Do that so fast.
I just want to make enough money just to cover what I owe, and I just want to be done with it.
Yeah.
I'm so close to being done.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna feel really awesome.
For sure.
I'm looking forward to it.
Get that done.
Mhm.
ASAP.
ASAP.
I love that. Though. Good luck.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm trying to figure out how to cover I want to make sure that I'm maxing out my Roth IRA and my health savings account every year.
When did you become like so old? I mean, it's good.
When I realized that if I would have done this 20
Earlier?
years ago,
Yeah.
I would already have enough money to retire.
Do you tell your college kids this?
Yes.
Okay, it's good.
Yeah, I do. And no, if I would have done this 20 years ago, I'd have enough money that I could retire with enough money at retirement time.
I got you.
And if I did it for a few more years, then I could shorten that timeline a bit. So
you can still always figure it out.
I'm trying to figure it out, looking at some different options. So I've had some interesting conversations that might help me in that regard. So
sounds awesome.
Yeah. And maybe I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do some traveling this summer. I'm trying to figure out how to leverage that in some way. Like maybe I take pictures. Maybe I do an audio tour of the place that I'm visiting.
Your voice is so commanding.
Maybe I help them with translating stuff because apparently not a lot of people there speak English, which is going to be interesting.
It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to when you come. When are you going to come back? August? You have to come back in August.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't have to get into the timeline details, but
no. Okay.
Just for security purposes.
Are you prepared? It's going to get hot in the next few days. 77.
Yeah, I can't wait. Got my short sleeve shirts out. Got I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, anyways, so this place where I'm going, I'll tell people, I guess.
Not you guys, apparently, right now.
No,
Is Trump
I'll say it.
arrested? I don't know
Uh
what's going on.
oh, Trump, yeah.
Trump,
Yeah, so he was arrested, yeah.
what was he
Or
arrested
no,
for?
no, was he arrested? I
I
don't think
don't
he was
know.
arrested. He was indicted.
He's indicted.
Um I don't know if I think he was arrested. And then but his court date's not till December or
Oh.
January.
Oh, my birthday, maybe.
Yeah, it might
Maybe.
be.
It might be happy
You
birthday.
might get to watch
I
the whatever
don't care.
the court date on your
Jesus. I d-
birthday.
Happy birthday. My best court time was when I watched Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I loved watching all of that. That was so much fun for me.
What about Gwyneth Paltrow?
I missed the whole thing on that.
I didn't watch the trial, but I did read the news.
Go ahead.
And so apparently what happened was
Skiing accident.
they're on this mountain skiing.
Yeah. Rich people do that.
And she says that he suddenly, like, she was skiing down the hill and then suddenly his skis came between her legs and he smashed into her.
Oh.
He says that she smashed into the back of him.
Okay.
And he had some medical issues and brain injury and otherwise that were
Wow.
caused by it.
She's so little.
He was suing her because apparently whoever's further downhill has the right of way.
I mean, makes sense.
So basically, if
You
you
can see
run
them.
into the back of somebody,
Right.
then like it's your fault.
Right.
Like just, you rear end them, right? So anyway, he sued her for damages because he has all these medical problems now.
Mm.
And she countersued him
Oh.
for
Annoying her.
$1.
What?
For $1. So she won.
She won.
She won.
What? How?
I think there were a variety of things that turned the jury that apparently he had like told all his friends that he was famous, and so her lawyers brought up like, oh yeah, he's trying to do this to get famous, he's suing her just so he can get famous.
Right.
Apparently after the accident, and this is hearsay at this point, but because I don't know all the details for sure, but maybe he went like on an adventure trip in South America or something, like maybe doing things that you wouldn't think somebody who's injured could do.
Exactly.
Which you gotta be careful about, like making assumptions.
Private investigators are perfect for this.
So anyway, she won. She won $1 plus lawyers' fees. So
how much were the lawyer fees? I wonder.
Probably not cheap.
No, I can't imagine.
I'm guessing not cheap. So.
No, they're the same Johnny Depp people, lawyers, I believe.
She has the same lawyers as Johnny Depp.
I believe so. There's at least a couple of them on there. Look, if you want to win a case, you call Johnny Depp's lawyers. If they got him out of that thing with Amber Heard, can imagine what probably Donald Trump's calling those people right now.
If the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
Maybe he needs a little bit more like high profile because it's so
Johnny
political.
Cochran. Need Johnny Cochran.
Yeah, OJ. That was such a weird situation.
My goodness, it sure was.
Your hand grew.
Small hand. And he ended up, a couple years later, OJ got found not guilty, but then they found him liable. So he lost all of his worldly possessions. He was and of course everybody thinks he's a murderer still.
That's hard.
And which certainly can't be easy. And then regardless of whether you are or not, it can't be easy to have people think you are.
No.
And he assaulted some dude trying to get back like some of his possessions, I think. And then he got life in prison for it.
Oh, I thought he's out of prison.
He is. This is how the court system works.
That's awesome.
So here's another court case that to just like go off of that life in prison and how life in prison isn't exactly truly life in prison is that you've seen that Alex Murdaugh case?
No.
Have you ever heard of the Alex Murdaugh?
Hit me up. I don't
So
know.
apparently down in, I want to say like somewhere down south, like South Carolina or something.
Okay.
This guy, his family for generations have been lawyers,
Okay.
and he was
This is a boating accident.
found guilty of murdering,
Hmm.
I believe his family members.
Oh.
I believe his son and wife, maybe. And he, there's a bunch of other sketchy stuff too. But his sentence after being found guilty of this, which it was a shock that he was found guilty because he is the system. Like he's the lawyer that has found all, like has prosecuted all these other people.
Mhm.
So the fact that he didn't get a pass was kind of like kind of a big deal.
Really? Was he
And
embezzling money?
he killed people. He killed
So
people.
he didn't do anything else other than that, though.
Who knows?
Okay.
He
I saw
he
some.
definitely killed people.
Was it recent?
Yeah.
I think there was a
Yeah.
Netflix documentary on this.
Maybe. I don't know if it's
Maybe
I don't know if
it's
there's been enough time for a Netflix documentary.
how many kids did he have?
I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, so he ended up his sentence was 2 life sentences.
Because he killed 2 people.
And
Maybe.
but then the lawyers were talking, they're like, "Oh, this is actually pretty lenient that he got 2 life sentences." Because 2 life sentences sounds like a long time.
It does.
And like you would die in prison, right?
I don't want to die.
But that's not how that works.
Okay.
Because as we saw with OJ, a life sentence doesn't mean you're going to be in prison for that long necessarily.
So what does it mean? What's life sentence?
Well, so he could get
15.
parole.
Oh.
So if it was life without parole, that would
Oh.
have been harsher.
Okay.
The prosecutors also could have pursued the death penalty, and they didn't. And the judge made a comment that it was interesting that they didn't pursue the death penalty with him when certainly his family and all his ancestors, including him,
Lawyers.
were all lawyers who had probably pursued the death penalty for less grievous offenses. So kind of wild, kind of wacky. But yeah, life in prison isn't actually life in prison.
So avoid it still, but
Yeah, try not
do
to.
anything bad.
Yeah, don't do anything bad. Then you won't have to worry about it.
You said Alex Murdaugh?
Well, it's actually not true. You might still have to worry about it because some people are imprisoned falsely. Yeah, that happens.
You said Murdoch? Murdo?
Murdaugh.
Meet Murdaugh.
See, Alex. Let's see.
Yes, this is the guy. This is the guy right here. There is a Netflix documentary on this, and
No
it
way.
all started off with his son and a bunch of other kids were on a boat, and they got one of the girlfriend, or there was a girl that got killed.
Yeah.
And so that's where it all started because the dad covered it up and covered up a lot of things with this kid, and the kid I think eventually died. It's a really crazy story. Netflix is so amazing.
Yeah. So
That's where I learned
kind of
this.
craziness.
Yeah.
So we hope that you will
Watch the documentary on Netflix.
I guess maybe. I don't know.
I watched it all in one night, honestly. It didn't take me days. Again, I don't have a lot going on right now, which is fine.
Okay.
I'm going to the gym though.
Yeah.
I don't see your butt there.
I get there. It's my schedule is really difficult right now.
Sports.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to be able to get there more frequently, potentially even today.
Oh, I already been there this morning.
Good for you.
No.
I can't make mornings work with
No.
I just can't do it.
I understand.
I can't make myself.
That's okay.
So yeah.
You do you.
Yeah, my schedule is kind of challenging this time of year.
I understand.
Yesterday was long. Had to leave. Got on the bus at 7 a.m. to travel to Oneonta for a lacrosse game.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just a long day,
Those suck.
Yeah.
But the sun's up longer, so it's exciting. And the birds are
Yeah.
chirping in the
The sun
morning.
was up when we left, and the sun was up when we got home. So that was
Mhm.
a big deal for me.
It's a win-win.
Very happy about
Mhm.
that. And I'm gonna take advantage of some of the sunshine today,
Mhm.
hanging up this audio tour.
You gonna do anything else today?
I don't know.
Okay.
I probably keep it pretty low key.
Okay.
'Cause I just want to relax. It's just like this is my only day.
Oh, right.
Tomorrow's gonna be a long day. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on tomorrow. It's like today's my only day to even like try to relax. So I'm gonna try to relax.
Good luck. Oh, can I tell you something really quick before
I
we go?
think that would be great.
So I wanted to give Portia, my daughter, I wanted to get her a manicure just as a gift. It's cute. And we walk into this establishment, not in Penn, and she got her manicure, and I got my eyebrows waxed. And I'm going to pay, and I give them my card. Mind you, before when I walked in, there's the stickers of like credit cards or they're accepted, right?
Yeah.
So I'm there paying for my services, and she's like, I call myself.
You can try using a MasterCard thinking American
I
Express.
no, I don't have that. I was going to use the accent, but I decided not to do that.
Oh, good.
Um, and she says the next time you come here, you pay cash, and I'm like, honestly, I would usually bring
Next time I'm not
cash.
coming here.
I felt like she shamed me, and I'm like, I don't think. And in my head, I'm like, I'm never gonna come here ever again.
Yeah, no, why would
Don't
you?
tell me how to pay. If you have the stickers on
Yeah,
your door that I can use a credit card, because if I didn't see them, I wouldn't
yeah,
have walked in.
yeah.
Where do the
They're trying not
anybody?
to pay taxes.
I paid my now I did tip in cash.
Uh-huh.
I did do that. But I'm like, don't tell me how to pay.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So you don't want my money, and that's fine. And I don't want to shame this business, but it's just like, where why is society becoming more difficult than usual? Not cool.
You know, you ever notice that it's I like I don't know how to say this. I feel like people don't have fun.
Yeah.
And so we talk all the time about mental health. And I try to do a lot to help
Mhm.
with just mental health in society as well as with people that I know. And we talk about it and we talk about it and we talk about it and we see like utilization of services is up, which is a good thing because that means that people at least feel comfortable going to them.
Right.
Also means that people really need them.
Yeah.
And they probably need a lot more than is available.
Mhm.
But I think part of the root of it might be just that, man, if we could just have fun, you know,
Yeah.
like just start that people would feel better.
Do you
Because if you're just like thinking about how goofy something was or how much fun something was, you're probably not thinking about how like, oh, maybe I said something awkward because you're too busy thinking about how fun it was.
I think this is also really big for kids too,
Oh,
because
huge.
kids don't want to look like idiots. And
Uh-huh.
especially someone's always recording something. It's just like, please don't do that. You want to encourage them to make mistakes or be who they are. And we are not all the same person. I don't want to be exactly like you, and you don't want to be exactly like me. And no one's perfect. And Portia, what was it? Einstein. Was it Einstein? He was doing these multiplication tables or whatever, and he was answering something, and he got them all right except for one. Correct me, tell me if you know this story. And so, and then all the kids like made fun of him. And
Mhm.
it's like, I got all these other answers right, and you are so focused on what I got wrong.
Mhm.
Like, if you don't do anything wrong, then you're not doing anything.
Yeah, it's true.
And when she showed me that was good. I'm
Yeah.
glad Portia, my daughter, showed me that.
Takes a
But
lot of vision.
it is so healthy to share that message.
Mhm.
And we all just need to support one another and not try to bring each other down.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
my daughter's getting older and I'm constantly talking to her about this stuff because, I don't see everything, but I'm hearing her talk about things.
Sorry.
If I can have one wish, I wish I could go into her classroom and be a kid as an adult. But you know what I mean? Like an adult mentality,
Mhm.
but be a child. And I would just not I wouldn't say control. I want to say motivate because when a child's trying to when they're frustrated and they're not getting their way, I'm like, don't manipulate. Got to motivate the situation. You got to compromise. You have to just give a little to get a little. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's so hard for even adults to understand this,
Big time.
but yeah, you're right. I think society was it before COVID? Do you think COVID enhanced it? I don't really know.
I I don't I do. I think it enhanced it.
Yes, because there was a lack
Of
of
course.
communication, interaction.
Yeah, and just because everybody's like, "Oh, well, we need to," and everybody got into these ways of trying to take care of themselves that are very solitary and very, like, more serious, like, oh, yeah, I don't know if serious is the right word, but, like, they're not goofy, like,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, well, we need to spend 20 minutes a day meditating," which I think is wonderful for people, but people were, like, more worried about doing that than, like, just doing something fun for 20 minutes
Yeah.
and, like, relaxing and laughing,
Yep.
and they always say laughter is the best medicine, and it's
It
like,
is.
how do we, you know, eh,
Why is it so hard?
bring it back,
I don't
like, make it so that it's and I think a lot of it, you know, I I get that there are certain things that hurt people's feelings and that maybe like we think are fun, but some people don't think are fun. And so I do I think that we need to make sure that we're respecting each other and things like that.
also.
I think that's super important.
Right.
But man, I don't know. Like I feel like everybody thinks they're gonna get in trouble if they try to do something, if they try to have fun, or if they goof around, or if they like
But that
joke about stuff and
And then
like
everyone's overly sensitive about things. Just talk about it.
yes,
Try to understand each
yes,
other rather than be like, "You're wrong."
yeah,
Unfriend,
yeah,
block.
yeah.
I hate social media. Even though we're on
If
social media right
somebody's
now.
making fun of you, just, like,
Shut it down.
make fun of them back.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, "Oh, well, I heard you're afraid of the dark," like, "What's that about?"
But
I don't know, like,
once you get
I
over that feeling, that emotion, that it's strong, embarrassment. Usually it's embarrassment, right? Once you get over that and you're cool again on the same page, dude, what were we arguing about? That was dumb, right?
oh, yeah.
Got to get to that point.
Yeah.
Someone said last night, I'm not trying to be rude. And whenever I hear someone says something like, I'm not trying to be rude, I'm not trying to be an asshole.
They're about to say something rude.
Exactly. It's more like sorry, not sorry. And
Yeah,
I'm like, I called it out. I was like, when you're saying that, you're going to be rude.
yeah,
Say in a different way, or just, you know what? Be honest about how you're feeling. And that's okay. That's totally cool.
yeah.
It's, younger people are saying this, but I'm like, whoever said I'm not trying to be rude, do not teach anyone to say that because that is dumb. Please stop.
I'm not trying to be rude, but
But
rude thing.
no, I was like,
With
no.
with all due
You
respect.
know what? Again,
There is no respect involved.
no, that excuse is, I'm already calling it out. I already said it's not going to be bad, but I'm going to say whatever I want to say, no matter if it's going to hurt your feelings or not. Nope. That's not how that works. There's other ways of saying it. Just be honest of what you're going to say.
Yeah, and on the other hand,
Mhm.
if we could just have a little bit of a thicker skin and like
Yeah.
if somebody's like, listen, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I need to tell you
I'm
this,
afraid it might hurt your
or
feelings. I don't know
or
how you're going to take
like
this.
I heard this joke and I don't know if you'll like, I don't know, maybe not jokes, but um
Jokes are fun.
maybe jokes, maybe not I don't know, like, but just, like, it doesn't, you don't have to cancel somebody, you don't
Don't.
have to like,
No.
you don't have to hate somebody.
No, don't
You don't
hate.
have to dislike somebody because they said, like, you should just, like, now if, on the other hand,
Da.
if people like actively put in motion negative things, then like that's a little bit of a different situation.
Yep.
Like, it's like the difference between, oh, you like, you can joke about something, but then if somebody's actually gonna, it's especially things where people are harmed negatively, you know,
Mhm.
like it, when somebody tries to rally people against a group of people, like that bothers me a lot, like
Right.
more than almost anything.
Mhm.
And so that, I think, should be taken seriously.
I think what it comes down is communication and practicing it.
Yeah, and just like I said, having a little bit of a thicker skin. Like,
Yes.
if somebody's like, "Oh, haha, like nice shirt," is that like it looks a little lopsided? It's the diagonal,
Right.
like,
Right.
and you don't think it's funny.
No.
Be like, "Okay, bro." Like, you don't have
Yes.
to. You don't have to. Yeah,
All right.
exactly. You just like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, that's
well,
what you gotta
you
do.
know what I mean?
You know who I'm thinking?
Like,
I'm thinking about my daughter because my daughter's sensitive, and I'm
yeah,
trying so hard to just build a thicker skin. 'Cause she doesn't have siblings, essentially. She really doesn't. She hasn't had someone that was always constantly poking her all the
yeah,
time.
yeah,
That's why I
yeah,
think siblings have an upper hand on taking care of business.
yeah,
I really think they
yeah,
do.
maybe.
But it's
You should
hard.
just teach her, okay, bro, and
Okay.
then walk away.
She's getting better. She is getting better. I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. A couple people who got fired for making a joke at work. It's
Oh,
like,
Jesus.
and there are some things that maybe we probably shouldn't say. I don't know if it should cost you your job.
No. Unless they've been
Um,
spoken to repeatedly and
unless it's, yeah, I mean,
there's something
there are situations
right.
where it could, but
They don't
um,
care. But you shouldn't lose your job about if I said something horrible.
yeah, I don't know. It's just, like I said, having a little bit thicker skin, knowing that, like, words aren't, remember when we were kids,
Ah, so many
like
moons
kids
ago.
now, have to have like all these like
Dude,
gentle like ways of, and then
Jesus.
they just take it all internally instead, and they just like build up anxiety instead of like really being able to do anything. When we were kids, we had sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. And now it seems like words are like way worse than sticks and stones. Way worse.
And videos and pictures.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And videos and pictures.
Yeah. Gotta toughen them up because life is hard.
And you used to be able, if when we were kids, if
We have mom and pop over here.
if words hit you, if words hurt you,
Yeah,
you just
I've never
give
gotten
them a
into a fight.
knuckle, you just give them a knuckle sandwich, and then you'd be done with it,
Man.
and then like move on.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's different. No, so here's another thing. So when guys get to that point and they punch each other out and then they're cool afterwards,
Oh, women hold on to things.
girls, no. Yes, they hold on to things and then they spread the negativity.
Oh yeah,
And I hate that more than
it's the worst.
anything. I think again, women can break you down.
Yeah.
And they can also build you up. And it's just like if you're putting a bad message trying to make everyone go against you, and this is what I'm trying to tell my daughter, there's something they have low self-esteem. They're insecure about it's about them. And I don't know how many times I can say this to her. I'm like, dude, it's not you.
Mm-hmm.
You are
Yeah,
doing great.
it's
You're
not
doing what
about
you need
you.
to do. But it's about
They're
them.
insecure.
Yeah, there's something
Yeah.
going on right there.
Now, what you could, don't do this. Please don't do this.
Oh,
But
jeez. I probably won't.
I was thinking the other day about, people trying to get in, like they get under people's skin like that.
Mm.
And usually, like you said, they're doing it because of them, not about the person who they're trying to attack.
No, it's never about that.
But then it makes you think like, man, if you could teach a kid that like that person is doing that because they're insecure, and if they keep doing it, you could just figure out maybe what they might be insecure about.
That's a that's a lot of work for a kid.
It's really not. I
Well, for a
mean,
kid,
kids are pretty simple. It's like it's probably like not. It's probably a short list of possibilities of what they're insecure about.
yeah,
It's like,
it is pretty basic.
yeah, it's like your parents are divorced, or
All the guys like
you're,
you.
yeah.
You have an easy way of commanding a room. I think I'm talking about myself right now.
You're just saying positive
I'm
things.
just so, it's like, God, I just want to keep saying the message over and over and over again because I know my daughter's not the only one. I know there are other kids that have the same situation going on. And it's just as parents, as guardians, as whomever, we have to just be cool. And then here's the thing. What if the parent is insecure or the guardian's insecure?
Mhm.
Then the kid has nothing to go on. They're gonna fail.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes, it's true.
Oh, she did that to you, then
If you
you
can
need to do
have, but
this,
if you
right?
can have like somebody in your life,
Hmm.
like it doesn't have to be your parent.
No.
You just have to have somebody
That
that like can maybe
steer you in the right
steer you in the
direction.
right direction.
Yep.
And I don't know. Yeah, I think a lot of emotional intelligence is like, man, if you could teach a 9-year-old emotional intelligence, a 10-year-old emotional intelligence, and have them be
Yep.
able to take a breath
Yep.
and like think about what just happened
Mhm.
before reacting to it.
Mhm.
Oh man, they could rule the world.
Dude, you have no idea. This is what I'm doing with her now. I'm like, think about it. Just I know you have a lot going on, but just take a time out and just be like, If I do this, how is the rest of this afternoon gonna look?" You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean? Just gotta scale it back a little bit, dude. She being 10, I think we're on the right page here.
good.
She's making the right moves, but she's 10.
Picking on his son.
It's actually not a that's a good idea.
It is. It is. Yeah, I mean, you got to be able to let it roll off a little bit.
Mhm.
And if you can't, it's gonna be a tough world.
Yep.
And if you can, man, you can do some things.
You know what though, when it's with Portia and she's with like she was with like another group of boys who are brothers and she kind of stepped in being the adult. And I was like, she has it. She's totally capable of it.
She
But then
can.
she was pissing him on about we are not getting nachos. And I'm like, and then
Almost had it.
Kevin, well, no, and that's okay. We
I
can
know.
go
I
back
know.
and forth. And then
Yes.
Kevin's
Yes.
like, "Wait, what do you want in your nachos?" She's like, "The nacho cheese." And we're looking at the menu, and the menu lists like a whole bunch of things. And Kevin's like, "Look, I'm spending this much money on nachos. If you're really not going to eat it, you know what I mean? Just look at everything and then gauge from it." I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
But anyway, so homework for people,
okay.
homework for everybody.
Work.
And I'm doing my own research, but like, man, what are some things that you could do just to inject some fun back into things? How can you just take situations and just try to make them so that people are less thinking about them like what they're insecure about and more thinking about how much fun they're having? Like, how can we make it so that, like, what are some things that you could do where people just think, man, I'm just having a really good time?
Let me
So
know what you do today
I
or the rest of the week.
yes. So that's the homework. Check back in. Have a happy Easter for you, for your people, whoever they are.
Peeps.
Peeps. And I'm gonna go get some brunch. The Burnt Rose.
Hit it up.
You're invited. I don't know if you're
Um
available, but you're